Hi, today's column is called Hope, Change, and Facts. There's an interesting series of comments about U.S. President Barack Obama in the media. Columnist Ezra Levant says there's a bit of a difference between knowing how to read a teleprompter and how to run a country. A Sun columnist, Peter Worthington, concurs, noting that the teleprompter speeches are wearing thin. I have said for months now that without his teleprompter, President Obama is a babbling idiot. The man appears to have no clue about how to run a country. That's because he was elected on a hope and change campaign theme. You have to have more than hope to go with the change. You have to have some facts. No matter how much the liberals of the world would like to usher in a utopia where the government subsidizes everything for everybody, it just isn't possible or wise. The basic problem that the United States has, in common with many countries, many states and provinces, including Manitoba and many other individuals, is that they have too much debt and that they also have a negative net income. The Winnipeg Sun notes that U.S. radio host Dave Ramsey says if the U.S. government were a family, they would be making $58,000 a year, they'd be spending $75,000 a year, and they would have a credit card limit, a debt of $327,000. They are currently proposing big spending cuts, and that would reduce their spending to $72,000 a year, using the actual proportions of the federal budget and debt to reduce it to a level that we, the ordinary people, can understand. We are going to need politicians with a very real level of courage who will tell us like it is and not how they think we want to hear it. The U.S., Canada, many countries, and even good old Manitoba and our towns have to stop spending beyond our means. Nobody can, on an ongoing basis, spend more money than they take in. Even foreign aid is coming under severe criticism. The U.S. spends billions on foreign aid, and what has it gotten them? Well, it's gotten them Iraq, Afghanistan, Egypt, Pakistan, and Palestine. Hardly good examples of a successful foreign aid policy. A half century ago, U.S. foreign aid worked, and the results are still being harvested in Japan and Korea. But in the intervening years, there is not too much to crow about. The contrast between Korea and Iraq is mind-boggling. Closer to home, the financial scene is just a miniature of the U.S. situation. Manitoba spends more than we take in. Manitoba's debt goes up every second. The solution is easy, actually. It would have been easier yet if Manitoba had not committed to the Human Rights Museum and a new football stadium, but at least a lesson should be learned from those mistakes. It's called cut expenses. Stop borrowing and make some changes in how we run the government. What to do? Examine closely the findings of the Public Utilities Board, which says it might not be wise to build that last dam in the hydro system, and we may not even need Bipole 3, regardless of which side of the province it's built on. Freeze hiring of Manitoba civil servants. Seek private P3, that is public-private partnerships. Capital for all capital projects, including provincial and municipal. The only role of the province or the municipality should be regulatory. Private industry should put up the money with a return on investment tied to the performance over a 30 to 40 year period. A local case in point should be the upgrade to Highway 16 through the town of Neepawa. The province, and I might say the trucking industry, wants certain lane widths and traffic flow standards. The town of Neepawa needs a new water and sewer line. The town of Neepawa wants safety for everyone and to retain, maintain, and replace our famous trees. Put all those and the other deemed necessary items in a package and receive proposals for the whole deal to be designed, built, and guaranteed operated for 40 years. It's almost guaranteed that a private company could and would do it better and cheaper over the span of the contract term than the town or the province could ever do it. Insanity is described as doing the same things in the same way and expecting different results. Our town, our province, our country, indeed the United States, have to change the way that things are done. If not, we'll be experiencing the same insanity 10 years from now. Or maybe not. Maybe our towns, our province, our country, or even the US will look like Detroit, burnt out, abandoned, destroyed. We still have a choice, and we had better be taking that choice. Only difference, our change has to be based on more than hope. Some facts to go along with it would be nice. Thank you.